Hey y'all, I'm Shayna and I'm back. I'm here to talk about Harlem because I just binge watched the entire season. Now, if y'all checked out my other videos or you saw my community tab, you know that I am currently under the weather. Like, I'm down bad, real bad, like to the point where I didn't even know if I was gonna do a video, but I ain't take no notes or nothing. Like, I only watched each episode once, not two, three times. So if I miss something, I miss it. It is what it is. Correct me in the comments. But I wanted to talk about it real quick just to see how y'all were feeling about the season. I'm not going to go into anything particular or scene by scene or nothing like that. We just going to chit chat about it in the direction we think we're going in when it comes to these shows with these girlfriends, like how we think it should go. Um, if you're new here, definitely check out my other content. I do TV show reviews. If you've been here before and you like the channel, please subscribe. I'm 20 subscribers away from 400 and I need your help. Subscribe, like the video. It will help me out a ton. If you enjoy the video at the end, be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. So let's go ahead and jump into it. Like I said, nothing in particular, no order, no flow. Like, I just wanted to first start off by saying it took me a while. Like, I had to trust the process on this one. It just like with Run the World on Stars, I couldn't even finish the season. And the reason why was because I didn't feel like it was relatable. Like it didn't give me real life. And it wasn't like enough, going on that was like, okay, well, it's not, like this wouldn't happen in real life, but it's catching my attention type of thing. Like I had to really get through the first few episodes of this season to really get on board. It wasn't until the end where I felt like, okay, it's coming together now. For instance, with Quinn, her and this desperation and this where her saying that she's bisexual. I don't think she's bisexual. I think it was a phase. It was giving very forced. Like it didn't come across natural or anything. Like last season, it seemed like, okay, I can see she's like seemed intrigued by her potential boo thing. Very pretty lady. But when they started getting into it, it's just like, I don't like that they had her character so, it's almost like everybody is just desperate. And I don't like that. Like, she was just so desperate to have someone. Like, it don't even matter who. She just had to have somebody. Even when Angie was like, look, I'm about to move out. It's like, you're just desperate to have someone there. And it came together at the end where she was like, I need to focus on myself. But I thought she said last season she was going to focus on herself. Like, every single time she going to focus on herself, and she never do. Really focus on yourself, because yeah, it's giving desperate. It's giving like you up here, she going to Pride and all this stuff, but saying she's a part of the community. Now she been going to Pride, and ain't nothing wrong with just going and being in support of the community. But to say you're a member of the community when you just had like a little fling, like come on now. Ty is a member of the community. Quinn is not. Like when she got back with her college boyfriend, even that was short lived. We couldn't even enjoy that for long. It was just like that made more sense. Then she's, I'm a relationship girl, and now you want to be. I think she messed up a good thing, and probably should have just kept going with the college boyfriend. But we know at the end somebody's pregnant. We don't know who. I think it might be too soon for it to be Quinn, but at the same time, like, I think she was pregnant in real life, and the guy that was playing her college boyfriend is her husband. They were on Empire. I didn't even realize that was them for a second. Her husband always looked like Megan Good's ex-husband to me, Devon Franklin. But yeah, so maybe because she's pregnant in real life, they're gonna try to like incorporate that on the show. Like, oh, surprise, you didn't think in only 2 weeks she'd be pregnant, but yes, she is. Sometimes them early detection tests can pick it up, okay? And my main gripe I had was with my good sis Angie. She's like the comic relief. She's the thicker girl on there. She's the dark skinned one. And I just don't like that she sis needs a win. Like it's giving Lynn from Girlfriends, and I'm sure we've all watched Girlfriends. You're mooching off somebody's couch. I mean, it's just Lynn to the T almost. free spirit, sleeping around, being a garden tool. And I didn't like that. Like, I'm glad that somebody proposed, and I think she's gonna say no because it's too soon and she's already a commitment phobe. Nothing wrong with doing what you want to do, but it's like I don't like that they had her, being so loose at all times. Like, slept with two roommates and like one day, like, come on, like, can we draw the line somewhere, please? I just want to see. For me, I feel like, I don't know. Maybe it's where I live, or maybe it was just the people that I hung around. Like, in real life, I don't feel like friend group. There's always like a group of four, and I'm like, in real life, I have never seen like just a group of four friends always together. But it's like, can we have four successful women? Four women all do. I know everybody ain't gonna be on the same page. Everybody ain't gonna be all successful, but like, it's down to sisters, girlfriend, Harlem, Run the World. Every show where there's four. I don't know. I'm trying to think. Was Sex in the City? Was anybody bumming and slumming? I don't think so. So don't have our sisters on here like this. Like, everybody just loosey loose. Now, they was sleeping. Them women was sleeping around, but that's all that Angie is giving, is just that. And it's like, can we have her like have a real win that don't got nothing to do? Like, I love that she has a relationship thing. I want something going on with her outside of a man as well. Like, I don't know. Even Ty with this with Mona Scott Young from Half and Half. It's like, and it was funny that you messing with the mother and the daughter. Now that was interesting. That was an interesting little plot twist. But it's like, there was no real chemistry. It didn't even look believable. Like, I know cougars and people be dating with large age gaps and stuff, but it really was not coming off believable for me. Like, I think I want to see something where it got to be believable for me was a talk about Megan Good not wanting to have kids. I think that's a real conversation that's not had enough. Like, I think more women need to speak up and say, look, I don't want to have children. And I think women are just having them. I don't know if it's for the sake of keeping a man or what. Like, we need to be more open and honest and say it's too much. Like, I don't want to do it. Because once you do it, you can't change. You can't just be like, it's too much for me. Never mind. Like, once you had the kids, you have them. So, and the mother is going to be 9 times out of 10, even if you married, you're going to most likely be taking on the bulk of the parenting responsibility. That's just how it goes. So if she's not ready, I appreciate that they're having a realistic, open and honest conversation about it. Like, yes, more women, especially now more than ever, are speaking up, saying they do not want to have children, or they're not ready, or they're waiting until they're much older, like almost getting close to menopause before they do it. And I'm fine with that. Wait until you know for sure. That is not nothing to play with. And kids ain't cheap, especially now in the midst of inflation. I don't think so. And I got 2 kids. I would not recommend. It gets very ghetto. If you ain't ready, then don't do it. So you got to be ready for it, because you never know. And like I said, usually the responsibility falls on the mother. So they praise the dads for doing like bare minimums, giving crumbs. Mothers go above and beyond at all times. So she ain't ready. Okay. But it's like, okay, now it's leaving the door cracked for her to go back over there with Jameson. And it's just going to look messy. Like, you just flip flopping between them two. Like, I don't know. Then we have, okay, we went Quinn. For me, I think I resonated out of all the characters the most when she was having like a depressive moment, where she was feeling really depressed and feeling like, unloved, or why doesn't anybody love me? And I think a lot of women have been there at some point for different reasons. Like, I'm glad they touched on her depression. I like that they went on a girls trip. Season 2, the money coming in, honey, we taking trips. So I feel like, yes, that was good. That was nice to see that being talked about, because it's happening far too often. It's so like almost to the point where it's like people, it's like it doesn't even affect us. When people talk about mental health, it's just like, oh, hi. Like, it's talked about so much that it's like you are immune to it now. It's no big deal. And that's real. It gets really, really, you can get into a really deep, dark place real fast. And I'm glad she finally came out and told her friends, like, you know what, I need y'all. Like, I need y'all to be here for me. And I'm glad she had people that was there, that was stepped up for her. So I think Quinn had the most After we got past her and that girl on girl looking like a bright Skittle fiasco, like I don't know what that was about, but that was, like I said, it looked like it was just a cry for help. Like she just wants to be loved so bad, like in any kind of way. But I was glad that we talked about that. That was the most relatable thing. Even with Ty feeling like, you know what, why can't I keep relationships? Those things are very, very much so relatable. Now, the going around, sleeping around, for me, I think out of all the like shows that are like set up like this, I would say Insecure for me, that was my show. Okay, that show was the most relatable show for me. Like I felt like that was real life. Like, and we saw Issa going through with losing her job, things like that. Now, that's real life. But it wasn't like she was just flat out bumming, living on your friend's couch. Like that ain't happening every single like that. Every single friend group is just somebody just slumming off somebody's couch, sleeping around. Like that's not a common theme. I'm actually, I wish we had more Insecure. Like, I wish we had more Insecure. Insecure was it for me. For me, what I would want to see that's relatable for me is because a lot of women I know do have shit, but this is my age ranges. These women are in their 30s. Like, I know it's hard when you're trying to film and stuff and show them out and about. We gotta incorporate some mothers on here. We gotta have some mothers on here. A single mother, married women. We have to incorporate that because that's the real. That's the real for this age group. That's what's really going on. And I don't want to come down on like anybody that's, like trying to take away from women that don't have children or anything like that, or that's career focused. Like, yes, we need that too. But a lot of women in their 30s, there's a lot, especially we're talking about black women, mothers, single mothers, married mothers, mothers that feel like single mothers that's married. We need more of that. That we needed to be well rounded and relatable for everybody. If you're trying to attract people in this age range, like for me, I can't identify with it because it's not my experience. So it's like to me, it doesn't make sense. Like it don't feel like real life when I call my friends on the phone. These are not the conversations. So for me, this is not making no sense. And then like when Ty was like, "Look, I'm trying to be out in Puerto Rico like we was when he was young," and they was like, "Ma'am." Now that's relatable because honey, I was in the shade room making a comment, and they said y'all aunties always want to be, and I said, "Auntie, am I an auntie now?" Oh my gosh, I had to humble myself. But listen, for somebody who in their early 20s, yeah, yeah, you looking like an auntie. So I mean, but then it's like, well, are we buying homes? Are we like besides the career aspect of it, like everything else is just like, and yeah, you want to find love and stuff, but like all this sleeping around and stuff, like that stuff get old and tired. Like I was never really into that anyway, but especially once I feel like you get to a certain age, like you don't want that anymore. So Quinn wanting to be in love, like that makes sense. Why nobody wants to love her, I don't know, because she's beautiful. I guess because she was just given desperate. But I mean, it's like, ooh, it started off, it was so slow, it was lagging. And then at the end, we got that little twist that's gonna make you come back. So let me know if y'all will be checking out next season. Do y'all think Ian will make a comeback? Do you think, Megan Good will change her mind? I'm sorry, Camille will change her mind and want to have children? Let me know what y'all thinking about this in general, and check out my other content if you haven't already. Again, I'm 20 subscribers away from 400, so be sure to subscribe. Help a sister out. It's free, and I will see you in the next one. Hopefully I won't be sick. Bye.